Hey,
Hi, you ready, sir?
yeah, sure.
Where are you calling me from?
I'm calling you from Vancouver, Canada.
Is that where you live? Are you visiting?
Well, yes, no, I moved here from Toronto.
On
I
Toronto.
was born in Toronto, so let me take off my hat.
What is your name? Is your name Jason?
Yeah, Jason, for sure.
Jason, and you're in Vancouver, Canada.
Yes,
Okay. How old are you, Jason?
I'm 47.
47. What you do for a living?
I run freedomacademy.com, penspowerclub.com, Toronto Poets, and Dream Livers Club Incorporated. I'm a serial entrepreneur, ordained minister. I retired 2 years ago with $1 million exit, and I started freedomacademy.com. It's spelled
Wait,
P-H-R-E-E.
hold on. Okay, we don't gotta spell out the website. Just tell me the occupation. What is your job?
Serial
Okay.
entrepreneur. I came here for a movie project. I wrote my first book in grade 5 about becoming prime minister, and I'm running next decade.
Okay. So you seem very accomplished.
That's why it's hard for me to find. She would be first lady of Canada. So
why is it
not
hard
that
for
many.
you?
Because she would be like Michelle, but I didn't meet her in law school. I didn't go to law school. I am an entrepreneur. So I used to work at Microsoft, and essentially I was diagnosed with genius illness when I planned my career on one document in 1999, and I
Well,
retired
baby, here's
22
the
years
deal.
ago.
I'm probably talking to you within, I don't know, seconds, and you led with all your accomplishments. So when you lead with that, you're going to get a woman that's going to focus on that first. So you can't lead with that and then call it a curse.
It is what it is. I am who I am. It's already. I have to recruit for my movie project, whether or not I lead with that or not. Like when I'm recruiting, you have to
But
understand.
baby, but hold on. We're not recruiting for your movie project. You're here to find a woman. Is that what you're here for?
No, my wife is going to be my co-founder. So, and she would be first lady. Like I'm a public figure. So it's like saying that. It's like saying that when um, who's an example? It's like saying if Gabrielle Union was single, she should not lead with that she's a movie star.
Sir,
It's known.
are you comparing yourself? Are you comparing your fame to Gabrielle Union?
I absolutely in Canada. I am accomplished in Canada. It doesn't matter. That's just an example. It's
Well, no,
just
it's
an
not a good
example.
example though,
No,
because Gabrielle
no,
Union, hold on, and I'm not taking away from your accomplishments, but Gabrielle Union is worldwide known. So,
no, obviously not. But it's still an example. And maybe this is a genius. It's an example so that what I'm saying is, regardless of whether she said who she was or not, there are some people that might not have heard of her, but regardless of whether she says who she was or not, eventually the person will find out. So eventually she will find out that I'm running for Prime Minister of Canada. So whether I lead with that or not, it's a role that most women don't want. And now you get attacked, even if you're the spouse of a politician.
okay, okay. Do you have any kids, Jason?
I'm waiting for marriage still.
Okay. Have you ever been married?
No, I'm waiting for marriage still.
Okay, I have to ask you the questions that I ask everyone, okay?
Sure.
So,
Sure.
Jason,
Sure.
Vancouver, 47. What's your zodiac sign?
Well, I get virgin genes, so it's like
You're a virgin?
I'm a Taurus. I'm waiting for marriage to do the baby making thing. So like I used to be the senior male administrator of over 15,000 Christian singles in Worth the Wait. I don't call myself a V because I've done some other things, but I haven't had intercourse yet.
So you're 47, you've never had sex.
I haven't had intercourse yet. I'm specific with that for a reason.
Okay. So you never put your penis inside a woman.
Correct.
Okay. So Jason Vancouver, 47, serial entrepreneur. Never married, no kids. He is a big deal. He has a public figure. So the woman he marries will have to be okay with that. So let's get to it. What kind of woman are you looking for?
Well, it's like ministry type plus really extroverted because like I travel. So my ex, I would say 2 and something years ago, I flew down to Georgia. So like I literally meet people all over the world. But that was my last date in Georgia, like January 2022. So I haven't gone on an in-person date, but I believe in virtual vetting. Like basically I would do video dating first before I fly like somewhere. So like I have a 1 year program that's like a basically a pre-engagement counseling program. So I help people with making sure they don't. I'm something like you, except not that known, but I have a program essentially to help people choose. So not like you, but I have a ministry that's it's a 1 year pre-engagement counseling program, and for that reason, like I meet people all over the world, but I don't just like fly down to Georgia after, because I kind of got burnt with putting my house up for sale and flying down to Georgia after 4 months. So now my program's a year long of
So let me
basically
jump in,
courting
Jason.
before I
I got to
propose.
get clarity. So are you saying that you would, if you meet a woman, you have to virtually date her for a year first?
No, I would have to court. My program, I wouldn't get married before a year. Like basically, before it used to be 3 months, and I was thinking 3 months is long enough. But now I think all the seasons is good. That's what they used to teach at my church, and I was like, well, whatever, I could do it in 3 months. But I think it's wiser to see all seasons. So now I want to model the program so it would be a year. It depends where it is. Like I guess I could meet the person before that, but I wouldn't get married now for a year.
Okay. Fair enough. Move back a little bit if you can. You're very close to the phone. Just a little bit. There we go. All right. So I just want to, I'm not as intelligent as you, so I got to ask direct questions. So if you meet a woman, I heard you say you virtually, no, stay in the light. You had good light. So I don't want you to lose the good light you had. Yeah, stay there. This is good light. So are you saying that you have to virtually go on a date with the woman before you go on a real date?
Oh yeah, I don't because it's like people understand. I had 15,000 people in my group. If I went on a real date with each
So
one of them,
Jason, let me ask you this. Since you have such a big population already, why call me? Why call me if you have this big reach? You're reaching women.
don't have a big reach.
I thought you said you had a big reach.
It's not. There's a difference, right? There were 15,000. A lot of them were from Africa. Oh, okay. Yeah. So it's a library. No.
What happened? What just happened?
Oh, it's a library. So he told me not to be too loud. So there's a difference in terms of when somebody comes to my website, then they can see all of the things I've done going all the way back to my grade 5.
So here, Jason, I don't want to.
But if they haven't,
Listen, Jason,
no,
Jason, just so we can continue this interview, you cannot mention your website anymore, okay? So
okay.
I just want to make sure that we're clear. I understand you do stuff, but we can't plug the business in the website.
I won't mention it again. That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. But I was just explaining that once somebody meets me, then they're going to see all the things I've done, regardless of whether I say so or not.
No,
obviously.
The question I'm asking you is clear. I'm saying if you have, because you told me you meet people all the time, you travel a lot, you already have a big database. Why would you need my show to meet a woman?
Well, I think that it's so rare to be running for office that it's not easy to find somebody. So you would still have to look. It's such a rare thing to be running for public office that it's not easy to find somebody that is prepared for that calling. To be called to do that since grade 5 is very rare. So it's not easy to find somebody that is prepared for that.
All right, let's continue. So what type of qualities should this woman have again?
Well, to put God first, right? Like I'm an ordained minister, it's online ministry. So like the ministry type is not everybody's cut out for that or wants that. So that's the first thing that's a serious calling, and the political calling is a serious one as well. But in terms of personality, I'm very extroverted. So like if you want to do movies and things like that, a lot of people are too shy. So like I meet a lot of people, but most of them are like, they want kind of like a more private life. So like, especially like first I retired in Antigua, like people just want to like kind of like chill on the beach like for the rest of the life, right? Like it's not like that. For my life, it's going to be one that's, you know, public figure. It's going to be like serving people and then making movies. It's work, right?
Okay.
Like a lot of,
What?
yeah.
I'm gonna go on to the next question. What are your deal breakers? Things you will not tolerate.
Well, I used to be less picky, um, so I didn't want, like for instance, I was open to dating people that, were not um, still waiting for marriage, had kids and stuff like that. But I'm more picky now, so I want somebody that's been in the kingdom a long time, that is a mature Christian. Um, I don't want somebody that's like in kindergarten of Christianity. I've been a Christian since December 1st, 1986. Still have my grade 3 Bible. So it's going to be somebody that is, been in the faith a long time, very, very mature Christian.
Okay. What is the age range you want to date, Jason?
30 is my minimum, and I still, want to have kids. So like younger than me, so 30 something,
Okay, so 30s. Could the woman have kids already?
No,
No. Okay, so no woman with kids.
I tried that in the past, and
Okay.
it doesn't make sense. I've been waiting all this time. It's not easy. So I want to find somebody that's also waiting.
Okay. Do you want her to be a virgin as well?
That would be ideal. I'm not going to be able to compare her. Like I get virginity, right? Like people say, what if, I know these guys, they're like, what if I'm no good on my wedding night? I'm like, how? I want it to be so she doesn't know. You know what I'm saying? Or they be saying, what if my thing don't work? I said, why wouldn't it work? It's new.
That's not true now. Don't put that lie out
Look,
there.
whatever. If I did what God said all this time, I want to meet somebody, that also is obedient. If I'm, this is a long time. They even had the movie, I think they were making fun of a guy that was 40, and I'm 47. If I've been waiting all this time as I should be, then I think that there's somebody out there that was also waiting for me.
Okay. All right. Should she look a certain way?
Yeah, of course. Like I need to be attracted to her. Like my ex looked kind of like Gabrielle Union, honestly. Um, but yeah, she's got to be gorgeous.
What was wrong with your ex? Why couldn't you guys proceed?
She was divorced twice. Her second marriage lasted 5 days, but it was really an alignment. She had 2 teens, so I don't think that was she was 2 years older than me, so I don't think that was a match on paper either. But essentially, it was because of our faith was different. I didn't know it until I went down there. She was Church of Christ, so I didn't realize her Church of Christ believed they're the only ones. It's kind of like a cult, essentially. And I
Okay,
just
so
believe.
Church of Christ is not what you want.
I believe you have to accept Jesus Christ. You be a follower of Christ. I don't believe it has to be an organization, but she believed you had to get rebaptized in that organization, and everybody else is going to hell, including me. Even though I was a believer since grade 3, so I didn't know until I flew down there. So I really don't think that's the right way to date. I think you should be transparent. Like for instance, I tell people up front, I had nervous breakdowns in university, right? That's what my movie's about. So I tell people up front, that, and I think that's the right way to date. You transparently say, look, I had 4 nervous breakdowns before I broke the generation curse. I don't think you should wait, until the person flies to you and then you say, oh, by the way, I just came out of prison. You know what I'm saying?
You never been to prison, right?
No, I've been planning to run for prime
I just
minister
want
since
to look. I just have to
45.
get clarity.
Two
All right.
speeding tickets my whole life, but
Okay.
it's a joke.
Okay. Should the woman make a certain amount of money?
That stuff doesn't
Okay.
matter to me.
All right. We got to do the Kendra cam. This is when we see your full body, Jason. We got to see your legs. Okay. We'll deal with it. Okay, Jason. So we got Jason in Vancouver. Do you want the woman to be in Vancouver?
No, that doesn't matter.
But she would have to
Because I
relocate,
do
correct?
virtual. Yeah, but I'm also like, I also travel. So but eventually, obviously, it's good. Eventually, I'm going to live in Canada, so she has to live, right? Because I'm going to be in politics here. But yeah, but we would travel, this decade, but next decade, I'm going to be definitely like settled in Canada.
Well, I cut you off. You said something about virtual. Now explain that again.
So she doesn't have to be located here now, but eventually she's going to have to want to be Canadian, right? Because if I'm active here in Canada and I'm also doing a movie project that's based here with Canadian funding, then eventually, yeah, she would want to,
Okay, so if she's
right
not
away,
in Canada, she has to be open to moving to Canada at some point in time.
Yeah.
Okay. When was your last relationship? Was it the woman you were just telling us about?
2.5 years ago. So yeah, January 2022.
Okay.
In Georgia.
Okay. Okay. And we know the last time you was intimate, you never had intercourse.
Correct.
Okay.
That's
Three
why I don't call myself a V though.
You don't call yourself a what, sir?
I don't call myself a V, as I explained, right? Because there's,
You don't call yourself a V. Got you. What are 3 flaws you have to work on?
I talk too much, so people like to be more concise, for instance, right? So the second one, I would say the genius illness thing is that I have to be understanding that a lot of people are not, I was diagnosed high spectrum, so a lot of people are not, like they didn't get 100% in grade 10 math, so I have to be patient, with people that are not, high spectrum, like overly intelligent. So like it takes patience. So the third thing, I need to work on humility, like not bragging.
Okay. Okay. All right. And why would a woman be lucky to be with you, Jason?
My calling's like Joseph. So if she wants to be like go down in history, literally with my ex, we prayed that we would go down in history, and then she wasn't of the profile. But I literally am that ambitious that I pray that I would go down in history like Joseph in the Bible.
So that's why she'll be lucky to be with you.
It's not luck. I don't believe in luck. If she wants to make a difference in the world, like Joseph did in the Bible, like I don't like to use the example of Daniel because I'm not a eunuch. But if she wants to make a big difference in the kingdom, it's not luck. If she wants to change the world for Christ.
Okay, okay. We'll take that as the answer. But this is the answer. The question is, why would a woman be blessed, I guess, for you to be with you? But you're saying if she's with you, she's going to have the opportunity to change the world.
Exactly. Just like I think Michelle Obama it's a blessing, right? She was with Barack and she got to do a good job. If you think she did, I think it's okay. If the person wants to do that. Yeah.
Fair enough. All right, let's get to it. Jason, Vancouver, 47, a serial entrepreneur. He is waiting for his wife, no women with kids. You have to look good. He doesn't care about your money. You will have a virtual date before you meet in person. And eventually you'll have to relocate to Canada. That's where a lot of his business occurs. He's running for office. He does films and all those things. Are you on the Kendra G Singles dating app?
No, I can join though.
You need to join because that's the only way the woman can reach out to you.
Okay, I'll
all right. That. And your name is Jason. They'll be able to search you by name. So download the dating app. Kendra G Singles is the name. I'll show it to you. And create your profile. So the woman who's ready to change the world, as you said. Hold on. This is the dating app, Kendra G Singles. When you go to your iPhone or your Android phone and set up your profile, that's what you'll see first. Set up your profile, and that's the way the woman can reach out to you.
Okay. Thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it.
No problem. Bye, Jason. Wish you the best.
Bye.
Our new and improved Kendra G Singles dating app is available now on iPhones and Android phones. Just go to your Apple Store or your Google Play Store and download the brand new Kendra G Singles dating app now.